advancing in the material comforts of life. Thus, his intelligence is misused in the animal propensities, eating, sleeping, defending, and mating, instead of spiritual realization. Such misery of
No, by advancing in material comforts.
material comforts, the human being puts himself into a more miserable condition. But illusioned by the material energy, he always thinks himself happy even while in the midst of misery. Such misery of human life is distinct from the natural, comfortable life enjoyed even by the animals.
Yeah, the animals, they don't depend on any formality. They don't have to go to office. They don't have to earn money. They don't have to have passport and things like that. They simply go wherever they want. They live whichever they want. But they are strictly controlled by law of nature. Their behavior is strictly controlled by law of nature. And within that law of nature, they have live a comfortable life because they don't. There is no scope for them to accept self-created duties. But human being becomes miserable because he accepts self-created duties. There are duties which are given in the Shastra, and there are duties which are not given in the Shastra. In Kali Yuga, the biggest problem, Prabhupada says, is self-created duties. Means people take up duties which are not recommended in the Shastra and then think that they have to achieve this, and then they waste their entire life in that. That's called self-created duty. So that self-created duty, Prabhupada says, that is the cause of reduction of lifetime in this material world. Unregulated life and self-created duties and miserly masters. He says three things, cause of reduction of lifespan. One is miserly masters who are never satisfied with whatever we do. Then second is unregulated life. The third is self-created duties.
Who's the first one, sorry?
Miserly masters.
And self-created duties then?
Yeah, self-created duties. Like for example, in Vedic injunction, there is no duty for a woman to take care of her parents.
Parents.
Yeah. The woman does not have a duty to take care of her parents. Her duty is only to take care of her in-laws with the husband. But in Kali Yuga, you see that all the women are interested in taking care of their parents. It is a self-created duty. And they don't want to take care of their in-laws. So they actually give up their dharma and then they accept self-created duty. And same way, according to Shastra, there is no injunction for a woman to work and earn money. But in Kali Yuga, you see, every woman wants to work and earn money. So these are all self-created duties. And same way, there is injunction for a man that he should actually maintain his family properly. But a man in Kali Yuga, he doesn't want to maintain family at all. He just wants to live in with women. It's a self-created duty. He doesn't want to take the responsibility of a family. He just wants to live in with the woman. He doesn't want to get married. So he has created his own system of duty and then he's just living with woman and exploiting her.
Prabhuji, I have a question. So
Yeah.
in case of emergency, so if the man is useless, can the woman not work?
Yeah, but for that the man has to be useless.
No, I'm just asking.
No,
So
I'm
can
saying
it-
it's correct. But
emergency-
for that the man has to be useless.
Okay.
In proper term, definition of the term. It's not that this fellow cannot buy me a BMW 7 car, so he's useless, so I will go and work. It's not like that.
No, because devotees, they stick to your women are not supposed to work, but the man is not working, so there's no food, so the lady keeps pestering that man.
Yeah, but why the man is not working? There's another problem. There's also self-created duty.
Yeah.
A man is supposed to work,
Yeah.
but he's sitting at home and enjoying. So this is also self-created duty. So, but most of the time we find men and women, they both work. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like what you say is very, very rare.
No.
But most of the time in Kali Yuga, you find that men and women both work.
No, but devotees go to that extreme where, medically women are not supposed to work, but there's no food at home.
How many times it happens? I have
Like,
seen.
But I am going through that thing there where...
I have seen that maybe out of maybe 10,000 cases, 1 or 2 cases may be like that.
I
But-
said that case.
out of 10,000 cases, 9,995 cases is man and woman are working.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
There is no need for a woman to work, but still she works. Okay, because they have artificial lifestyle which comes through self-created duties. Okay.
Is this like this, or is it that the situation is so difficult that they are forced to work?
No, that's what. See, I had a discussion with the husband and wife long time back. Okay, they were from a European country. So we were having a discussion. So I told them that why your wife is working. She did not work. They said no. You're all Indian. You don't know. The condition in Europe is very, very different. The lifestyle, the cost of living is so high. So both man and woman have to work. So I said, okay, let us sit and break down what is the cost of living. So we did a detailed breakdown of what is cost of living. So finally we found that they have so many unwanted things in the house. Like they have TV, which is not required. In my house, I have lived without TV for, I am 50 years old. First 20 years of my life there was no TV. Then I think 20 years of my life TV came. And for 10 years TV was there with me, up to 30. Then I came to Krishna consciousness, then I threw out the TV. So except for 10 years of my life, rest of my life I have lived without TV. And I am alive still using it.
TV is okay, it's not a big expense.
Yeah, but this is the problem. This is okay, it's not big expense. And then you say that smartphone is okay, it's not big expense. And then you say Facebook is okay, it's not big expense. But what happens is that some of them take away your time, some of them take away your time and money. Okay? So if you start calculating like that, then you are paying for everything which you don't want.
Yes.
So then what happens? The cost of living is very high. Of course, cost of living is high. Because you are just living a lifestyle which you don't want. So, this is it's a very touchy subject matter. Okay?
No, just one thing.
Yes.
The human being research Jalajan Namalakshmi, that 8,400,000, in that demigods are not there. So it is only on
400,000 which is demigods included.
Demigods included human
Yes,
beings.
yes. So, chapter 11, it deals with calculation of time. Okay, so this is just measurement of time. It's just easy chapter. We can just breeze through this. Okay, please read translation.
The material manifestation's ultimate particle, which is indivisible and not formed into a body, is called the atom. It exists always as an invisible identity. Even after the dissolution of all forms, the material body is but a combination of such atoms, but it is misunderstood by the common man.
So, Prabhupada says the atomic description in Srimad Bhagavatam is almost the same as modern atomism, but it's not exactly the same. Because the modern definition of atom is that atom can be divided into subatomic particles. So, this is not the atom which Kannada is talking about. Kannada is talking about the ultimate indivisible particle, which is the atom. Okay. So, it is called Anu. It is not called as atom. Atom is an English word, and for want of better word, Prabhupada used the word atom. So, Anu is different from modern atom. Anu is indivisible. It cannot be divided.
Also cannot see.
It cannot be seen.
So just
And-
like a soul, it is
No, it is matter.
yeah, it is matter, but like it cannot be divided. This small tiny something of matter.
Yeah, it cannot be divided further. It cannot be divided further. So whenever the scientists divide, and then they come to a state where they cannot divide anymore, that will be atom.
Yeah, so now they are saying mesons and bosons, right?
Yeah.
And they cannot anyway see Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. It's the same or different?
I don't know. Science is very speculative. I can't say anything about it. They say today something, tomorrow they refuse their own thing. So these people are like kids. Okay.
Atoms are the ultimate state of the manifest universe, When they stay in their own forms without forming different bodies, they are called the unlimited oneness.
Yeah.
One
There are
can
s- There are certainly different bodies in physical forms, but the atoms themselves form the complete manifestation.
Yeah, each atom is a complete manifested unit, and they combine to form different forms of bodies. Okay. According to the theory of Canada, the atoms are of 5 types. The 5 elements have 5 basic type of atoms, and these atoms also carry residual karma. So it's very complicated theory he has. So the residual karma which is residing in the atoms forces the atoms to combine and then form a particular physical form. That's not Bhagavatam theory, that's Kannada's theory. Okay.
One can estimate time by the measuring the movements of the atomic combinations of the body. Time is potency of the Almighty Personality of Godhead, Ari, who controls all physical movements, although he is not visible to the physical world.
Yeah.
Time is a space or two correlative.
Atomic time is measured.
Translation.
Translation.
Atomic time is measured according to its covering a particular atomic space. That time which covers the unmanifest aggregate of atoms is called the great time.
So when time is used, because each atom occupies a certain space, so the time which is used to move one space of atom is called atomic time. Is clear?
Again.
Each atom, it occupies a certain amount of space. The time which is used to move one atom space is called atomic time.
This is according to the sun, as
Yeah, sun has look, yes. And the time which passes between two unmanifest state of atoms is great time.
Again.
The time which passes between two unmanifest state of atoms is great time. Like for example, in the beginning of creation, all the atoms are all the physical forms are broken down into atoms, and the atoms remain in unmanifest state. Okay. So then the atoms combine together, they form the whole creation. And in the time scale, the whole creation is running, and in the end, again it will all become atom. So the time taken from atom to atom is called great time. Is clear?
Could you just repeat one more time?
In the before creation, there is only atom. There is no manifestation of creation. It's broken down to atoms. Okay. So when the creative process starts, then all the atoms combine and then they give various physical forms. Okay. Then the whole creation is going on. Okay. And in the end of creative process, then the whole creation will break down into atoms. So the time which is gone from one atomic state to the other atomic state is called great time.
Or just a cycle of the...
It's just a cycle of time. That's called great time. Okay.
And the time taken to move a particular atom.
Yes, the time taken to move the distance of one atomic particle is called atomic time. Okay, please read.
Yeah.
No, he read, you have to read.
The division of gross time is calculated as follows. 2 atoms make 1 double atom, and 3 double atoms make 1 exaton. This exaton is visible in the sunshine, which enters through the holes of a window screen. One can clearly see that the exaton goes up toward the skies.
Okay, next.
The time duration needed for the integration of 3
Trishrenu.
Trashrenu is called Truti, and 100 Trutis make 1 Veda.
Yeah,
3 Vedas make 1 Lava.
Lava. So 3 Vedas make 1 lava. Okay, please remember this. 3 Vedas make 1 lava. Now we will see what 1 lava consists of. Then you can appreciate the sloka. Sadhu Sangha, Sarvasiddhi hoy, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarvasiddhi hoy. So what is Lavamatra? You will see actually.
The duration of time of 3 lovers is equal to 1 nimisha. The combination of 3 nimishas make 1 shana. 5 shana combined together make 1 kashtha, and 15 kasthas make 1 lagu.
Okay. There's a table, in the end we'll see correlation of this and actual, the way we measure time, we'll see this. Okay.
15 lagus make 1 nadika, which is also called as danda. 2 dandas makes 1 muhurta, and 6 or 7 dandas make 1/4 of a day or night, according to human calculation.
Okay, next.
The measuring pot for one nadika or danda can be prepared with a 6 pala weight 14-ounce pot of copper, in which a hole is bored with a gold probe weighing 4 masa and measuring 4 fingers long. When the pot is placed on water, the time before the water overflows in the pot is called 1 danda.
This is Archimedes principle, by the way.
It is calculated that there are 4 praharas which are all called yamas in the day and 4 in the night of the human being. Similarly, 15 day and the night are a fortnight, and there are 2 fortnight, white and black in the month.
Yeah, Krishna and Shukla. Krishna Paksha and Shukla Paksha. Okay. Read.
The aggregate of 2 fortnights is 1 month, and that period is 1 complete day and night for the Pita planets.
Yeah, so that's why the offering to the 4 fathers is made every month. So that means they get every day their offering.
The aggregate of 2
No, I have also, sorry. 2 of such months comprise 1 season, and 6 months comprise 1 complete movement of the sun from south to north.
Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. Okay.
2 solar movements, 1 day and night of the demigods, and that combination of day and night is 1 complete calendar year for the human being.
That's why all the demigod festivals we celebrate every year. So for them, it is like doing puja every day.
The human being has a duration of life of 100 years.
Okay.
Influential stars, planets, luminaries, and atoms all over the universe are rotating in their respective orbits under the direction of the Supreme, represented by eternal Kala.
So one complete rotation of a planet is called the planet Samvatsara. Okay.
There are 5 different names for the orbits of the sun, moon, stars, and luminaries in the firmament, and they each have their own samvatsara.
Means each of them they have their own moment of time. So now here is the modern timing to the relation to the Vedic timing. 1 Truti is 8 by 13,500 of a second. 1 Veda is 8 by 135 of a second. 1 Lava is 8 by 45 of a second. So if you get an association of a sadhu for 8 by 45 of a second, then you can attain perfection. Then we can see that what is the power of the sadhu sangha. Tulayema lavenapi na swargam na punarbhavam bhagavad sangi sangasya martyanam kimutashushaha says. 1 shana is 8/5 of a second. 1 kashta is 8 seconds. 1 lagu is 2 minutes. 1 danda is 30 minutes. 1 prahara is 3 hours. 1 day is 12 hours. 1 night is 12 hours. 1 paksha is 15 days. Okay? So it's clear? This is the relationship of the measurement of time. So, Truti is like something like 8 by 13,500 of a second. So they had the method of measuring all this. Okay, please read.
O Vidra, the sun enlivens all living entities with his unlimited heat and light. He diminishes the duration of life of all living entities in order to release them from their illusion of material attachment. And he enlarges the path of elevation to the heavenly kingdom. He thus moves in the firmament with great velocity, and therefore everyone should offer him respects once every 5 years with all ingredients of worship.
Okay, next.
Vidura said, I now understand the life durations of the residents of the Pita planets and heavenly planets, as well as that of the human beings. Now kindly inform me of the durations of life of those greatly learned living entities who are beyond the range of a kalpa.
Yeah. So now he wants to know about those learned entities who will actually live beyond Brahma's one day. Okay.
Oh, spiritually powerful one. You can understand the movement of the internal time, which is the control form of the Supreme Personality Body. Because you are the self-realized person, you can see everything from the power of mystery vision.
Okay.
Maitreya said, O Vidura, the 4 millenniums are called the Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali Yugas. The aggregate number of years of all of this combined is equal to 12,000 years of the demigods.
Yeah. So 12,000 of years of demigods is 4,320,000 years of our calculation. Okay.
The duration of the Satya millennium equals 4,800 years of the years of the demigods. The duration of the Treta millennium equals 3,600 years of the demigods. The duration of the Dwapara millennium equals 2,400 years, and that of the Kali millennium is 1,200 years of the demigods.
So the purport Prabhupada gives our calculation for our respective things into 360. So,
So what is firmament?
hmm?
Firmament.
This kind?
The expanse of the universe is called firmament.
The whole universe.
Okay.
It's me. The transitional periods before and after every millennium, which are a few hundred years, as forementioned, are known as Yuga Sandhyas, or the conjunction of 2 millenniums. According to the expert astronomers, in those periods, all kinds of religious activities are performed.
Means, in the Yuga Sandhya, the religious activity which is meant for the next millennium will be started.
In the beginning,
And it will, yeah, in the Yuga Sandhya.
beginning and head and end.
Yeah, beginning of one millennium, end of another millennium. So, the particular, the religious activity which is meant for the particular Yuga will gain prominence in the Yuga Sandhya. And then it will be practiced in the whole time of the Yuga. Okay.
O Vidura, in the Satya millennium, mankind properly and completely maintained the principles of religion. But in other millenniums, religion gradually decreased by one part as irreligion was proportionately admitted.
So we know that in Kali Yuga, finally what is left?
Truth.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay. Next.
Outside of the 3 planetary systems, Swarga, Martya and Patal, the 4 yugas multiplied by 1,000 comprises one day on the planet of Brahma. A similar period comprises a night of Brahma in which the creator of the universe goes to sleep.
Okay.
Sometimes we call the 3 lokas as Bhurvasva.
Yeah.
Sometimes Svarga, Martya and Patala.
Yeah.
They are not equivalent.
Yeah. It depends on what is the context.
Okay. Thank you.
After the end of Brahma's night, the creation of the 3 worlds begins again in the daytime of Brahma, and they continue to exist through the life durations of 14 consecutive Manus,
Yeah.
fathers of mankind.
Yeah. 14 Manus, they make one day of Brahma.
Each and every Manus enjoy a life of a little more than the 71 set of 4 millennium.
Yeah. So they also have long life. So Manu's life is 306,720,000 years. Okay.
Sorry, Guruji, what is the lifespan?
306,720,000 years.
No, but isn't it more than that? Because we see Chakshusha Manu is brother of fourth Manu is brother of second Manu, like that we see in.
So Manu's duration is that much. From the time they become Manu, they will have that duration.
Oh, from the time of Manu, not their lifetime.
From the time they become Manu, they will have that much lifetime.
Here Prabhupada writes life of one Manu.
Yeah.
The demigods, they live 100 years or not, according to their time?
Yeah, they will all live up to the period of Manu.
Oh, so they don't live like 36,000 years.
Yeah, they all live up to the period of Manu.
They live during a period of Manu.
Yeah, like each Manu will come with his own set of 7 sages and one set of demigods.
The great sages, they don't live in Jana, Tapa.
They are different. The 7 sages are different.
Okay. But
Each time the Saptarishi. Each Saptarishi will come with their own Manu. One Manu will come, he will come with his own Saptarishi and his own Indra and his own 33 crore
So
demigods.
there is a rotation.
Yeah, so like the present Indra, he is called his name is Purandara.
Yeah.
That is the present Indra. His name is Purandara. So next Indra will be Bali. Next Vyasdev will be
This one Ashwatthama.
Ashwatthama. Ashwatthama will be next Vyasadeva.
Okay.
Is it like that every like temple we go to Vrindavan, they have different pujaris for certain period of time they do puja. So it's like Manu also they rule for some. Is it like that?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so you are saying this is the Manu's period of ruling,
Yeah.
not lifetime.
In that period of ruling is his lifetime, no?
Like in the second canto, we were seeing that the second, third, fourth Manu are brothers of each
It's
other.
okay. They will be born later also.
After one dies, next one born.
Maybe.
Okay, anything possible.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. It says one Manu is about 852,000 years,
Yeah.
and it says the human beings is 306,720,000.
Yeah.
So obviously they're both years, I understand, but the metrics by which they calculate the
Is into 360. 852,000 into 360.
So they're just multiplied by 360.
That's it.
And because in human years there's 360 days.
Yes.
But there's 365. Why did they use 360?
They normally use that calculation.
Oh,
In Vedic system they use 360.
oh.
They don't use 365. Vedic calendar only has 360 days.
So the Vedic calendar that the Bhagavatam uses is that the day from
They follow 360 days.
Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance or Gaura
No, it's all going on for a long time. There are different calendars. There's Vedic calendar based on sun, there's Vedic calendar based on moon. Vedic calendar itself, there are so many different types of calendars.
How come there's a new year in Diwali in October and there's a new year
It depends upon which calendar we follow.
But the Vaishnava calendar would be the one in the line of the chart?
We follow Gaurabda. We actually calculate New Year from the time of Lord's appearance.
So that's the Vaishnava calendar, right?
No, that's Gaudiya Vaishnava calendar. We follow Gaurabda.
But then the calendar which commences from October and November, which is like Diwali time, who follows that calendar? Is that like Hindus or?
Different Hindus follow different calendar.
Okay.
Within the Hindus, there's no one calendar also. In South India, the New Year starts at April. For some of them, in rest of the India, the New Year starts in January with Makar Sankranti. Okay. So different people follow different New Year.
Okay, fine.
It's not some big thing that New Year it should start only at this point of time. It's nothing like that. If you want to start New Year today, it's okay. If you have enough followers, you can start New Year today. Only people should believe you, that's it. You should say, today is the New Year, I am following a new system, I am the Acharya of the New Year. I'll follow New Year from today. Who can challenge?
But then the general mass.
That's why all this New Year is nonsense only.
Okay, fine. The Gaudiya Vaishnava calendar has the most authentic understanding behind it, right? So it's the
No. All calendars have authentic understanding.
So then how
They're all